So today we're going to be reviewing and doing an all-day wear test on the brand new CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence Fresh Tint. Now this just recently launched and apparently it's going viral and it hasn't even entered the stores. I wanted to see if it would work on our mature skin and see if it lives up to the hype. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. You guys, I have ordered this product from 3 different websites. The first website was CVS and they canceled my order after 2 weeks. Then I went on Amazon, that didn't even ship for like 2 weeks. Finally, I went to Rite Aid and it was available there. Now this is also available at Ulta at the hefty price, all over each website, for $21.49. So what the heck is this anyway? It's supposed to be a skin tint. Now you know for mature skin, I love testing out skin tints because it just looks so natural on the complexion. And this would be perfect for those of you that don't like to wear heavy foundations and you just want your complexion to be evened out. But you guys, this has been compared to the Chanel Le Beige water tint. And also I know Rose Inc came out with one as well. Now the Chanel retails for $70. And the Rose Inc retails for $49. This, like I said, retails for $21.49 and it comes in 8 shades, very similar as the Chanel comes in 8 shades as well. So I thought it'd be fun to test it out and see how it works. I tried it out yesterday and I can't wait to share my final thoughts with you, but you know me, I love testing out products to make sure it works for our mature skin and put them through the ringer. And I definitely have some thoughts, but make sure you stay till the end to find out the final results. Yesterday I didn't test it out with any primer, but today I'm going to go in with one of my favorite primers. It is from Wet n Wild. It is the Prime Focus Primer Serum. It's supposed to refine your pores and it contains bakuchiol. Now interestingly enough, the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Fresh Tint does contain 0.5% bakuchiol. It also contains 71% water and it has those micro droplets. It's like this new well, I don't know if it's new, but it has a micro droplet technology where the droplets are like tiny little balls of pigment and then you're supposed to kind of burst the balls on the back of your hand or use a brush, and then it's supposed to glide onto the skin. It's supposed to plump up your complexion. As this is absorbing into my complexion, let's read up on these statistics. It's suitable for all skin types, even dry and sensitive skin. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do have normal to dry skin. It is currently 15 degrees out here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We experienced a huge snowstorm. Well, huge for Tennessee. We got about 4 to 6 inches. We also got sleet. School was closed for the entire week and it's been really cold, really frigid. So I thought, you know what? Let's test out a skin tint that's really supposed to be hydrating and nourishing and plumping. Now, curiously enough, you can wear it alone or you can wear it with your favorite foundation as a skin perfecting primer. So I did not know that, so that's good to know. So if you want something that's going to perfect your skin, make it super smooth, you can apply this first and then apply your favorite foundation. But I'm testing it out as a skin tint. Now, there are 8 shades. I picked up the shade Light Medium, and you can see right through here the little balls of those micro droplets, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, a fish tank with fish poop. And can I say that? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think it looks like? It just looks bizarre. And I know Chanel's done it, Rose Inc has done it, but I typically like Simply Ageless products from the CoverGirl line. I love their foundation that's mixed with the oil of Olay. I was super excited and intrigued to try this out. I don't know if you should shake it, but let's open her up. It's in a plastic tube, plastic pump, and it does have specific directions, of course, if you're not used to micro droplets. You're supposed to blend between the fingers or with a brush to activate the tinted micro droplets and then apply to the face. Sounds easy enough. Sounds like a lot of work though. So let's go ahead and pump it out. I'm just gonna do one pump. I don't know if you can see that. It's very, like I said, watery, but see the droplets? Very strange. It doesn't look appetizing or appealing at all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna kind of blend it onto the back of my hand. As you can see, it looks like a hot, greasy mess, but We'll see how it looks once we apply it. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it, and it does feel super wet. Of course, that can be attributed to the 71% water. And I read the reviews on this, and it's all over the board. Some people absolutely love it, some people can't stand it, but I mean, ooh, okay. It literally feels like you're rubbing water on your face. Well, not water, something, yeah, I mean, it's hydrating for sure. And with skin tints, they're supposed to be a little more forgiving. I don't know, this is light medium. Now that kind of blended out really easily. I still got a hot mess on the back of my hand. It really does not look appetizing. But yeah, use your fingertips. Make sure you burst those little micro droplets. I'll tell you what, when I was testing it out yesterday, it was very reminiscent. Once I had applied it, once I saw it in natural daylight, it reminded me of another popular skin tint that I absolutely love, but it doesn't take this much work. Can you guess what it is? The Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. You know that's my all-time favorite skin tint. But it does remind me of that finish. I'm gonna add more to it just to see if we can build up the coverage. Now you're not gonna get a lot of coverage. This is sheer to light. It does get a little streaky. You can go in with a foundation or complexion brush and just kind of tap it in. The caplets, the micro droplets are already bursted onto my skin, so we're just patting in the hydration. I'm gonna turn down my lights just a bit so you can see a little bit better what we're dealing with. But see how glowy my complexion is? It's starting to dry down. It's not wet anymore. It feels kind of dewy. It feels dewy, not too tacky to the touch. It actually feels very nice on the skin, like I just applied moisturizer. And I think it's very pretty, very glowy. I'm gonna go in with a concealer, and I'm gonna be using the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. Incidentally, Physicians Formula has come out with a bunch of new products, including a new BB cream, blush, and lip products. I went ahead and put in the orders, so I'll be reviewing the new Physicians Formula BB cream in an upcoming video. So I hope you will join me for that. I'm just gonna put some of that concealer on. Now this is like a serum concealer. It is light to medium coverage, doesn't settle into the fine lines. I absolutely love it. I figured with a skin tint, we wanted to go with like a light to medium coverage concealer. And I'm just gonna tap it in using my ring finger. Earl Grey, yum. A little honey, a little lemon, makes everything right. Okay, so concealer's on. I think it looks really nice with the Skin Perfector. I found using a serum concealer with the Skin Perfector really kind of meshes well. Like, use a concealer that's almost on the runnier side if you're using a lightweight skin tint, because if you use a heavier, thicker concealer, it's gonna look super cakey, especially on that delicate under eye area. So make sure when you're using different types of products, full foundation, you can use a thicker concealer. With skin tints, use a serum concealer with a lighter consistency so you don't build up that cakiness under that one area. Does that make sense? Okay, for bronzer, Milani came out with their new cheek bronzer, and I could not wait to share it with you. This retails for $12.99 and it comes in 4 shades. I picked up the shade 110 Hey Honey. It is so beautiful, so creamy, and it's very, oh, is that a cat hair? Oh my God. Yeah, that's a cat hair. It reminds me so much of Revolution's Ultra Creamy Bronzer. This is so pretty on the skin. It's super easy to blend out. And I'm just gonna take a brush. And I wanted to see how cream products and powder products worked on this Skin Perfector, but this is so pretty on the skin. This is actually made in Korea. Any sort of makeup product that comes out of Korea tends to work really well. It does have silicone, so it's gonna create a smooth area on your face. It's looking super natural and pretty and glowy. This is super promising. This is very promising. Now for blush, I'm just gonna go in with my current favorite liquid blush. It's from e.l.f., their new Camo liquid blush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Very Well. I'm just gonna add a tiny dot right through there and then just tap it in. Again, using a liquid blush is not lifting up this skin tint. And I think I went a little too high on that. And then I'm just gonna buff it out. Love this shade. It's like a cool tone mauve shade. So fresh and so pretty. This also contains hyaluronic acid to hydrate your skin. And it just blends so easily. So pretty. Look how glowy my skin is. This is so pretty. Okay, complexion products are on. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, and then we're gonna go out in natural daylight and see exactly how this Skin Perfector looks on my 56-year-old skin. And here we are with the final look. Now, I just did a simple one and done eyeshadow look with Merit's Solo Shadow Cream to Powder formula in the shade Social. I just wanted the focus to be on the complexion, but I absolutely love this cream shadow. I love this shade. It's like a cool tone lavender. It goes super smooth on the eyelids. It doesn't crease and it lasts all day. And then for my lips, I went ahead and used the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Lip Flip Liner in the shade Elegant Nude. I think it's super pretty. I think it complements the entire look. And then I tried this new plumping lip gloss from NYX. It's called the Duck Plump. Oh my gosh, this is a plumping lip gloss and it's super painful. It's infused with ginger to give you that plump. It's just painful. It is straight up painful. So if you like plumping lip gloss and you love that burn and that tingle, this is for you. It's not for me. I find it super, it really hurts. It's pretty, but I would not recommend this to you. It's to me straight up painful, but we are here to judge the complexion, the Skin Perfector from CoverGirl. I have to tell you, this is super hydrating, and now that it's dried down, it has really absorbed into my complexion and it feels hydrating without feeling tacky or sticky. I don't feel like I need to powder it because my skin looks so luminous and so even, and that's what I look for in a skin tint. I don't want a full-blown foundation. I want something that's going to even out my complexion, make it look juicy, plumped, hydrated, especially in this insane cold weather. And I think the concealer works really well with the skin tint. I think the complexion looks natural, it looks hydrated, it looks healthy, and that's what I love about this skin tint. But it's still early, you guys. We're gonna do a wear test. We're gonna see what it looks like in natural daylight. I'm also gonna do some check-ins. I really wanna test the longevity of this. This is a skin tint, and I have tested it out yesterday, and I had some very interesting results. So let's go ahead in natural daylight and see what this looks like. So far, I am so pleased with this. It's so pretty. It's so luminous. My skin looks so healthy. I'm really loving it. So let's go out in natural daylight and see exactly how this looks. Bring your tea. It's gonna be cold. So it's been over 5 hours since I first applied the Fresh Tint, and it's been so cold. I think the highest it got so far is 22. My nose is super red, and especially under and around my nose. But it's still hanging on strong. As you can see, the coverage is super sheer to light. But yeah, it's kind of caking up around this area as well. But you know, I mean, for 5.5 hours, it doesn't look too bad. My husband's watching TV back there, sorry. But yeah, it feels very hydrating, very soft, very lightweight, that's for sure. But we're only 5.5 hours in, and I will do a final check-in and let you know what I think about this very expensive drugstore Fresh Tint. Oof. Okay, and we're back. It's been over 8 hours since I first applied the new CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence Hydro Fresh Tint. Now, I have to be honest with you, it was a super cold day. I think it got up to about 22 degrees. I was out in the elements. Matt and I ran a bunch of errands today. We went to the grocery store, we went to the butcher, we stopped for fast food, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, Wendy's, kind of disappointed. And then we went to go pick up Ava because she had a sleepover. And despite the cold weather, my skin felt hydrated and soft. However, I think due to the elements and being outside and my nose getting red, my nose runs when it's super cold outside, it has worn off. I used a tissue and it is worn off all around my nose area. It kind of settled into the folds of my nose right through there. Not that attractive. And then around my chin area, it kind of bunged up. But on a good note, it stayed super smooth on this area right through here. It just wore off super strange. Let's start out with application. No, let's rewind before that. Just to get it to blend on your complexion takes a minute. You have to be patient if you're going to use this tint because of those micro droplets, because of the 71% water, you have to spend time to actually break down those water droplets, then apply it to your face. Once it's on your face, God willing that it applies smoothly and applies evenly, you do get a beautiful natural sheer coverage effect. Like that, what is that, radiant blurred effect? I don't know, I'm just not impressed. You know, it takes a lot of work to apply it, for starters. And then you really have to take the time to apply it, make sure it goes on evenly and it doesn't streak. You get sheer to light coverage at best. If you have normal to dry skin, you may really like it. But if you're in a hurry and you need to get out the door, you're going to be spending at least 5, maybe up to 10 minutes blending it in, making sure it's evenly on your complexion, making sure it dries down. When I say dry down, you got to let all that water, that 71% water, absorb into the complexion and then apply your other products. And let's talk about the price point, $21.50. That, in my opinion, is super high for drugstore. I mean, the e.l.f. new Hydro Camo CC Cream, that retails for $15. And that's a foundation. I absolutely love that foundation, by the way. In case you missed that video, I'll put it down in the description box below. I will continue to test this out specifically as a primer because they say you can use it as a primer and then put your foundation on top. I'm going to try that out tomorrow and see if it works any better as that, because I don't want to write off $21.50 and just say, okay, this didn't work. I didn't like it. It was too much work. You know what I'm saying? Would I recommend this to you? I gotta say, no. And maybe the Chanel Le Beige water tint or the rose ink is way better than this, but I'm not willing to spend $70 or $49 on another product that is pretty much same micro droplets technology where you have to, you know, break down the micro droplets and make sure it covers your complexion. To me, that's just too much work. And if I could recommend a more affordable skin tint to you that's beautiful on mature skin, that's going to give you that same luminosity with literally 80% less work of applying it, is the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. I'm sorry, that is my ride or die. It is beautiful. It looks luminous on mature skin, and it's just so easy to apply. This is a lot of work. I think it's a novelty, maybe, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. My curls lasted longer than this fresh tint. But yeah, super disappointed. I was reading all the reviews. They were up and down. And I wanted to hone in, try it out for myself to see if it works for our mature skin. Let me know what you think about these types of skin tints, foundations, you know, with the micro droplets. I know some of you really enjoy that. I didn't have a problem applying it. I think it applied beautifully. I just think it's too much work and I think it's too expensive. It just looks so unappealing and kind of gross. Kind of looks like fish poop. I'm sorry, it just does. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. And if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. But for now, mahal kita. I love you and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.